I was gonna initially make a video about the CSA Digivices and why they're important and why they think they're cool and what they are exactly, because a lot of people don't really know exactly what they are. But Lost in Translation Mon uploaded a video about that topic, and I feel like they explained it perfectly. So go check out their video on CSA devices. They're awesome. Check out their channel in general, and let them know I sent you. But that's why I'm recording this video now, because I wanted to talk about this, because this is just something that it's been stewing in me since it was announced. I swear, I gotta say, big F to video game preservation and whales all over. God, this is just like the worst. All right, so last week was like just the biggest L for fans of video games, I guess you could say. So Digimon Con is coming up. As of recording this is the 23rd. I wanted to record this on 2/22, but it doesn't matter. This is the 23rd as I'm recording this right now. Digimon Con is in the next like 3 days. And so we will be, streaming that day and reacting to it and stuff like that. So make sure you keep the channel. You got all the bells dinged and whatever the fuck, because we're going to be watching that live and it's going to be really cool. But we got some bad news this week too. So obviously many people probably know about the 3DS and Wii U thing where they're shutting down. Hurry up and buy your games or your consoles or get your emulators, because the Nintendo's no longer supporting it. It's going to be the servers are going to be shutting down very soon. But then, like, I think a couple days after that, we found out that Bandai is shutting down Digimon ReArise, which is a shame. I played it a bit when it first came out, got locked out of my account. They wanted me to restart. I said no, and I'm happy I did not start again, because if I would have spent any money on that would have been a complete big old fat L. Because the game only lasted, in America at least, for 2 years. It was in Japan for about 3 years, but in America, I believe it's only been out for 2 years. That's not a long span at all, okay? And so ReArise is shut down, or shutting down soon. I think in April it's going to be officially shut down. They're at least kind of finishing the story in the American version as well, so we'll get the story update around the same time Japan does. But this really shows a big problem right now with Bandai's current strategy as far as mobile games go. Now, before ReArise, if anyone remembers, there was a mobile game before that. Wasn't as good, but a lot of people still liked it, and it was called Digimon Lynx. And Digimon Lynx lasted about 3 years, and then they shut that down. I don't even think the story was resolved in that one. I think it just like shut down. With Digimon ReArise, we at least got the ending, so that's great. But it is a problem where it seems like the current lifespan of a Digimon mobile game is 3 years. And if you ask me, that's really not long enough, I think. I think like maybe 4 to 5 years is a nice, length. I mean, some mobile games, like Fate Go is still a thing. Fate Go started in it's been like almost damn near 10 years. Suddenly, I mean, even if they don't update it as often, it's still like there. It's still a thing. You can still play it at least. But these games are completely, like, Lynx shut down completely. You can't play that game anymore at all, period. Can't even play it offline. ReArise, same thing. It's going to be completely shut down, which is a shame, because Lynx, or at least ReArise, was a lot more of a story-driven experience. And that story is just gone. I mean, obviously it's on YouTube to watch, but like to experience it yourself in game form, gone forever. And again, this is a very big issue where now that we've seen it happen twice, and a lot of people have been spending a lot of their hard-earned money on these games, because these are gacha games. There's a certain amount of money they expect you to spend to get better and top the leaderboards and all other crap. That it makes me feel like the next game, if there's gonna be a next game, if there's gonna be another new mobile game announcement, who's gonna play it? Because I haven't really seen the reaction exactly to this shutdown. I've seen certain people kind of like, for some reason, give Bandai a pass for this, where they're like, oh, well, 3 years is like the average for like a mobile game like this. It's just like, I don't think that's good enough. If I would have spent, you know, as much money as some of these players were spending, I would be pretty pissed off for it to be ending only 2 years after its release in English. That's like pitiful. It's a very short amount of time. And I think that if they make another mobile game, I personally am not spending any money at all on it. It could be the coolest fucking thing ever, but I'm not putting any of my money into it because it's just gonna shut down in like 2 or 3 years, and then all that money I spent, all those Digimon I pulled, all that cool stuff I have, it's just gone. And I think that's the thing when it comes to these kind of online games as a service, whatever you want to call them, these kind of services, I don't know, whatever you want to call them, that is the main problem with these, is that they're gonna shut down eventually, and you're going to lose all this stuff that you spent your money on, and I really don't like that. And I'm worried now, because like I said, Bandai's got themselves between a rock and a hard place now, because if they announce a new mobile game, I'm pretty sure other people are feeling the way I'm feeling. I cannot be the only one. Let me know in the comments down below how you feel about the ReArise Shutdown. Did you play the game at all? Are you really upset because you spent money on it, or are you just kind of like at peace with it by now? Let me know. I mean, I am interested, because personally, I'm pretty upset for everyone, really, because I just feel like that is just such a massive L. It's just so sad that a lot of hard work and money and time playing this game are just gonna like completely poof away after only 2 years of being out. It's not good. It's not a good look. It really isn't. I think that, like I said, I think this puts Bandai in a really bad place, because if I feel this way, I'm pretty sure maybe other people feel this way. Who's gonna put money into their next game? Like that's how these things make money. They have all these microtransactions, and you know, you gotta pay for gems to pull stuff and get the cool stuff, and the pull rates are a certain way, so you have to spend a certain amount of money to get the cool stuff. If we're gonna do that again with another game, who's gonna trust them with their money if it's gonna just kind of poof away in a couple years? I mean, of course, there's always those hardcore people that love playing gacha games and love Digimon enough to do that. I guess I don't love Digimon enough to do that, because I already spend so much money on other stuff, and yeah, it's just weird. I don't know what their current strategy is. As far as we've seen, it doesn't look like there's gonna be any type of mobile game announcement at Digimon Con. Although this announcement lines up with Digimon Con coming out soon, so there is a games section. Nowadays, mobile games are announced with massive AAA games at the same time. Look at E3 and look at other stuff too, so it's possible that they could announce a new mobile game. Or maybe they're just going to focus more on the Vital Brace app, and that's it. I really don't know, but again, it just feels weird. And I just wanted to make a quick video just talking about my feelings, because I haven't seen anyone else really talk about this. And I just needed to talk about it again, because it's just a weird thing, because I just feel like this is definitely not a good look to shut a game down after only a couple years being out, and for the game to be, you know, this big gacha game thing, it just rubs me the wrong way. And especially if they announce a new game this Saturday, I feel like that's going to rub more salt in the wound, because it's like, okay, well, we shut this game down for this other game, and, you know, even if the game's great, it's still just like, okay, well, you know, the other game's still dead, and all of my money that I spent in there is gone. So it just really sucks. And I just feel like, again, it's just like, this is a problem. This is a definite problem with their mobile games division. Lynx didn't last very long. ReArise didn't last very long either. Whether that was because of a lack of money being put into the game, or they just wanted to end it, I don't know which one's worse. Because if there's not enough people spending money on it, I get that. That's why a lot of mobile games shut down. But if this was just their goal, where they're going to go, okay, we're going to make a game, it's going to be a mobile game, going to have gacha elements, it's going to last for 3 years. I don't like that. I wouldn't want to spend my money on that. You know, the only current mobile gacha game I've been playing is Mega Man X Dive, or Rockman X Dive, and that one's lasted quite a quite a while, but I don't really like spend like tons of money on that game. I'm mostly free to play.
Are you sure about that?
I feel like I should have learned my lesson before, but I feel like now I definitely did, because this stuff, like, man, again, if I would have put a lot of money into ReArise, I'd be pissed right now. So yeah, let me know what you think about the shutdown of ReArise. Would you support Bandai's next mobile game if it is like a gacha game with, like, you know, gacha elements? And how do you feel about all this? Just let me know in the comments down below. Again, I'm really interested in seeing what the overall feeling is, because I just, like, I don't know, like I said, I'm just like, I'm torn. I just feel so weird about all this, and I just had to talk about it real quick. But that's it for me. Thank you so much. Huge shout out to my patrons that are still here. I really do appreciate it. If you're interested in joining the Patreon, it's in the description down below. Should be at the end of the video too. But that's it for me. I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Lots of stuff coming out. Like I said, Digimon Con is happening this weekend, and there's a lot of Digimon releases that are coming out. So stay tuned for that. And that's it for me. Bye. Peace.